to tell a story right now as a group, we all are going to be responsible for one word of the story. Just one word. I'm going to give you kind of a starting place. I'll give you the theme of the story. Each of you will take a single word. We'll do exactly how we just did. And we're going to build on the story by listening and working together to create this story. In saying that, let the story go where it will. Don't try to steer it. Make it happen. Let the group decide where the story goes, and you just play your part in creating the story. This is the story about Mark baking a cake. I want to hear the story about Mark baking a cake, okay? Let's begin. Round of applause. Let's start with Rob.
Mark once
took and
Stop and look him in the eye and say it.
and
egg
Good.
and
powder
sugar
and
flour
and
Good.
milk to make
amazing
cake.
This
lesson
Learned was about
the difference
between one
cake
and
the
other
cake.
There it is. That's our story. I love that there's a moral to the story. There's a moral, and I want all you all to remember when you walk out of here tonight that there's a difference between one cake and another cake. Remember that, okay? So, let me ask you guys this. When I told you the story of Mark baking a cake, did any of you think it was going to be for a godmother? Did anyone think that he forgot to put frosting on it? Did anyone think that maybe he'd have to bake another one at the stroke of midnight for some reason? No, okay? None of us did. I didn't know. What does that tell us? That as a group, each of us taking a small bit of responsibility, we can create something that's more interesting, more engaging, different, entertaining than we could individually. Because if I gave you each a little short golf pencil and a piece of paper and told you to write that story, you'd write me a single sentence about some bachelor baking a cake for his girlfriend. It'd be the most boring story in the world. But collaboratively, communicating well, we were able to create something that was interesting.